Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for this week of November 2nd, guys. We had that really strong, incredible full moon this weekend, and I don't know about you, but the energy has definitely kicked up a lot of emotion. So if any of you guys are feeling triggered or anything's coming up for you, understand that full moons, they're completions of cycles. So something is coming up to be released, not to be identified with, but to be acknowledged, given space to come up and come out. So do your best to either sit with it, breathe, meditate. Seesaw baths are my favorite. Write it out, guys, but give it that time. Now, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So please be sure to check all three of your signs, not just your sun sign, guys. They're all valid. They're all important. If you're not sure which one is which, there is a free astrological calculator down below. All right, my beautiful Capricorns. We're going to jump into it, and we're going to see what this week has in store for you. And just so you know, I always ask for those who are new, thank you and welcome. And if this resonates with you, if this serves you in some way, please like, subscribe, comment down below, guys. But I always ask what lies ahead in the week for you guys and just guidance to see how we can best use this energy for our highest good and happiness. So let's get started. So I'll breathe and just ground out, and I'm just going to tap in really quickly. Capricorn. Ooh, it's looking really good, Cap. One more here. All right. This looks good. We have the Fool, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Solutions card, Page of Cups, and the High Priestess. This is a beautiful week emotionally for you guys. I know a couple weeks back there was some consternation in some of the relationships, and it's not just, yeah, it could be romantic, it could be familial. There's all kinds of relationships. But this week, you're going to notice a fresh start with it. When you have the Nine of Cups, especially, this is a lot of emotional fulfillment and happiness. If you guys have been feeling a little bit of that Mercury retrograde energy the past couple weeks, maybe some miscommunication, maybe some arguments. We had Mars is in retrograde, so a little bit more fights. This week, you're going to feel a fresh start. So many of you guys might be implementing new solutions, new resolutions, new agreements. It is a much more emotionally fulfilling week, guys, so much better than the previous. And you have it with the Two of Cups here as well. The reason it's harmonious is when you have the Two of Cups, yes, it is soulmate energy. And soulmates can be romantic. They can also be platonic, but it's not just that. It's about positive conflict resolution. So this week, you're going to feel so much more flow and ease. Communication is going to be so much better. Things are going to start flowing forward. Harmony is going to come and fill up your space, guys. This is a beautiful week. And that's life. You know, the ebbs and flows. We have highs, we have lows. I know we wish it would always be high, but that isn't always the case. Now we have the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is when we're going into action. We're taking action on a decision. We feel a lot more self-assured, a lot more confident with where we're at emotionally. And so you're taking a lot of actions to put things in place. Now, you do have the Nine of Swords, but you're Capricorn, you know, so try not to overthink things, okay? When we have the Nine of Swords, guys, literally 99.9% of the things you're stressed about, worried about, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, they're not going to come to pass. It will mess with your sleep cycles. You'll notice you won't be able to turn your mind off. But we create self-fulfilling prophecies. If we go into something thinking, oh, this is going to fail, well, it's going to fail. You've nipped it in the butt before it had a chance, and the universe is saying, look, surrender your fears and your worries up to me, because I can provide you a solution you never could have seen otherwise with all this limited thinking. Now you have the Solutions card with it. And the Solutions card is saying, hey, this is all about compromise with other people around you. This is about forgiveness and patience and timing. The Solutions card is about finding successful solutions through objective assessments. So it's natural for us to be biased, and we all want what we want, but are we getting all our needs met? Because really it's about the needs. And this is like, hey, let's look at everything objectively without our own emotional bias together and say, are we on the same page? Do we both have the same goal? Okay, this is what you get what you need, I get what I need. We might not both get what we all want, but we get what we all need. And this is what you need, Capricorn, with the person or the people in your life in order to move forward. You have the Page of Cups with the High Priestess. The Page of Cups is another soulmate energy. Capricorn, no matter what is happening, understand that a lot of the players in this scenario, they really do love you. They really do care about you. The Page of Cups, the Two of Cups, while it's very romantic, loving, the Page of Cups is like a friend as well, someone who gets you intuitively, understands you like the back of their hand. There's someone who really cares, very open-hearted here. So sometimes we can get our hackles up because we feel defensive. They don't care. They're not thinking about me or something along those lines. And that's where that solution card comes in. Go back and say, has this person or people or situation ever given me reason not to trust them? Ever given me reason to feel abandoned? I think really what you're working with, Capricorn, because this is actually supposed to be a very emotionally fulfilling and very happy week. What you're working through is your own fears. You're working through your own hidden subconscious patterning here. And that's okay. Awareness is 60% of the job. The more you bring awareness to it and assess it and find compromise, approach it logically in order to ascend, to transcend it. Now, lastly, we have the High Priestess. And I love the High Priestess, Capricorn, because you're being guided and supported and loved. So if you've been affirming or praying or meditating, you're being answered. And you're highly intuitive right now. So really do your best to dictate between your fear and your intuition. The universe is guiding you. It's aligning you. Let me just get clarity here on this High Priestess, because everything that's happening and everything that you're feeling guided to do is really in order to bring you peace. Okay, so let's get some clarity here on the High Priestess. Ace of Wands and Two of Swords. The universe is trying to get things going. The Two of Swords is when two people couldn't come to an agreement. You're knocking heads, you're at an impasse, you're procrastinating, there's an elephant in the room you're ignoring. And the reason it's not moving forward is this over-analyzing. And these cards are very contradictory because one is a stalling and the Ace of Wands is, all right, I'm ready to move. It could be physical moves, taking on new opportunities here. And it's an opportunity to do something that's amazing and also challenging. Let me see really quickly the outcomes. Page of Wands. Honestly, this is a huge week of flow. Guys, we all hit bumps and we all get into disagreements and we all, bump heads sometimes. But this week, understand that the universe, you know what to do. When the High Priestess is here, you're going to be very clear between what you feel intuitively, your heart, and your ego. Normally you'd be like, hell no, and get defensive. And you're like, I know that part of me. And really, I already know consciously that the best thing is to be calm and have a conversation. The universe is guiding you and bringing things up so it can get forward movement. There's been some stagnancy in your relationships or in some decisions to move forward in your relationships or decisions you guys are making together. This is a great week. Just watch out for your own fear, your own stress, your own negative thinking. Nine of Swords is very negative thoughts, very self-fulfilling prophecies. Everything's going to be okay, Cap. You guys, this is a good week. You're finally at peace. Don't allow new fears or old fears to disrupt the harmony that you've gained over the past couple weeks, because that's just a cycle. Whenever we're addicted to cortisol, we always create more problems because our body's used to it. It's like an addiction here. This is a beautiful week of compromise, solutions, emotional fulfillment, and forward movement, Cap. I hope this serves you. If you like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, a healing session, my links are down below. Otherwise, I will see you next week for next week's readings.